Hi, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Messer.
And I'm Mrs. Cease.
And you're used to seeing us behind the Bibletimes spread every summer at Bibletimes Marketplace. And we're sad that we're not going to be able to do it the traditional way, but we're going to do the next best thing. And we're going to do a demonstration today to show you how to make the Bibletimes spread that everyone has grown to love. And we're excited to do that for you today.
Yes, we are excited. Now, the recipe is a secret, so we'll not be revealing the recipe, but we will show you how to make it from your baggie of Bibletimes bread mix that you got in your Bibletimes packet. Okay, so the first thing that you do before you even start is you need to make sure that you have your ingredients. You need your Bibletimes bread mix. You need some milk. You only need 2/3 of a cup, but make sure you have milk. You will need a measuring cup. You will need a bowl. You will need something to stir with. What else, Mrs. Messer?
You're going to need some plates. You're going to need plates to maybe put a little flour on, so sometimes it'll get a little sticky.
Yeah, it gets
and
sticky.
You might need to kind of make your ball and work that dough. And then you're going to need a plate that you can get your Bibletimes spread off and put on and let it cool before you eat it.
Yes, you will also need a griddle. And if you don't have a griddle, it's perfectly okay to use just a regular pan. So you'll need something to cook it in, okay? Now, some people think that you need to spray the griddle. We don't do that, do we, Mrs. Messer? We never spray the griddle, and it works out fine. Sometimes you will have to cook a round or one batch before it is at its peak, but you still do not need to spray, not this griddle anyway. Okay. So the first thing that you do is you will need to get your packet of Bibletimes bread mix, open it up, and pour it in the bowl. Okay? Here you go. My sous chef will then take the trash. Then get your measuring cup, and you will need 2/3 cup of milk. So we will open up our milk, and we will pour in 2 of these. There's 1 and 2. Okay, so we'll move this out of the way. And Mrs. Messer, while I'm stirring, you might want to sprinkle a little flour on there.
Sure.
And that will help us be ready for this next part. So you stir your mix. You have to stir it good. Now there will be some lumps and bumps, that's okay. But you will need to stir it and stir it till it's mostly wet, that there's not much dryness to it. Okay, so can you see that? Stir it up. Okay, see how it's coming? It's like pulling away from the sides. That's when you know it's kind of ready to make the dough balls. Okay. Now we put a little bit of flour on our hands because we're going to get a little bit. I'm going to give you a little bit, Miss Messer. Ooh, it's sticky.
Ooh, it is a little sticky.
And we'll make some
little
little,
flour on
and that's
that.
why we need the flour. And we will make some dough balls, okay? Now, here's what we're gonna do, and this is, we will share one secret with you. This is our secret, is we put them on the griddle. Miss Messer, you wanna put yours on there?
My dough ball is a little larger
That's
than
okay.
yours, but it's okay.
It's
isn't
okay,
it?
that's okay.
Is that about right?
Yes, and then what we do is we put those on the griddle. Look at that stickiness. And we wait for just a second. Usually I fill the griddle up, and you space them maybe about 1.5 inches apart. And then I go back through with a little bit of flour on my hands, and I pat, 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 pat it down. And the shape of a pancake.
Good work.
Okay. Thank you, Miss May. You want to pat yours?
I'm going to let you pat, because
Okay.
you have that perfected.
Okay. Might move it over just a little bit because I think you want a big Bibletimes spread, don't you? Pat, 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 pat. Ooh, Miss Messer, that is a big one. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. And then you wait. And you kind of don't know when it's ready. You have to check it. Let us show you how you check it. You kind of put your spatula under there. Check. Oh, Miss Messer, that doesn't look ready yet, does
No,
it?
it's not cook a little bit longer.
It's not that golden brown.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting, one of the things that we would like to remind you is you do need to do this with a grown-up. And because this is hot, and there have been times when we've been working in the marketplace that we have gotten burned, just a little griddle burn. And we don't want that to happen to you. So let's see, is it ready? Now look at that. That's not golden enough. So we need to let it cook a little bit longer. Now, you have to kind of play with the temperature on your griddle, and every griddle is different. Right now, it's on 300, but it might be different on your griddle. Okay, let's check yours, Mrs. Mitchell. How's it looking? Still?
It still needs to, I think our griddle needs to be a little hotter maybe.
Let's see, let's turn it up a little bit. Okay, now we put it on 350 to see if it'll, and then sometimes I will pat it with the spatula once it has been flipped. And then you're just sort of testing the waters, and we like for them to be a little more golden before we think they're ready. We don't want to eat a raw Bibletimes spread. And what do you like on your Bibletimes bread, Mrs. Messer?
Well, I really like the honey butter that we usually have on the table.
Oh, yeah.
And even maybe just a little bit of cinnamon sugar. Not too much, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it makes it extra special.
Right.
And you just know that, I remember that from last year, and it tastes so good again.
Oh, look at that. That's getting a little more golden.
That one's getting better. I'm going to put this one here and try your patting.
Okay. See, this one looks pretty good, doesn't it? Good and golden, and this one. And so then you flip it and you leave it until it's golden on both sides.
That one's really starting to look good.
Yeah.
That's going to be good with that honey butter.
All right,
and a
so
bit of cinnamon sugar.
then we put it on a plate over here, and we'll put this one over there. Now it's time to decide exactly what condiments you want on your Bibletimes bread. Do you want honey butter, cinnamon sugar, all of it, none of it?
I'm ready, Mrs. Seuss. I've
Okay.
waited long enough. I'm going to take just a little bit of that butter that's so good and put on my pancake. Oh, Bibletimes spread.
Pancake day is another
It's another huge
day.
time in
Yeah.
our church, isn't it? And a little bit of this cinnamon sugar that we mixed up. And put on, oh my gosh.
I think that's what I'm going to do too.
I know you guys want to taste through this camera because it's going to be so delicious. So delicious.
Yum, yum, yum. Let's see.
It has a perfect sweetness.
It is so good. Oh, yum. That is so good. And, you know, we only get this once a year, but we're glad that we can bring it to you and your family since we won't be having the marketplace at the church. You know, it would be great. Wouldn't you love to see a picture of them eating their Bibletimes bread?
Love for you to take a picture.
Oh, that would be great.
You could take a picture even of you making it with your family and a picture of you eating and enjoying it. Oh, please do.
Yes, we would love that.
Look, have so much fun. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us.
Happy Bible Times.
Happy Bible Times.